Can y'all feel that? That's peace, because I have cats in the house. And because Batman sleep. Cats bring peace to your house, folks. But not only that, they bring peace of mind and spirit. They are magnificent creatures. Just watch them move. I mean, they just glide. They walk. They walk with a pimp. But they are like no other animals. I mean, if you just focus and watch them move around, it puts you at peace. Their carefree, unbothered attitudes can help put all of the stresses of our lives in perspective. If you focus on it, think about it. Except for Batman, of course. Maybe when he sleep. But I say that, I'm not joking. Cats bring peace to your house, but this particular cat is the opposite. Some of y'all may know, but Batman, when he's awake, he never shuts up. He talks and whines and asks for something and cries and pat me on my foot, and he wants something and jumping around. I mean, so his personality is unique. He brings peace in his own way, but I'm not talking about him. Cats are different. They're built different. And these cats are from in the oldest civilization in the world. They were worshipped as gods. Yes, back in Egypt. So it was so deep that they were so highly thought of in Egypt. If you harmed a cat, you were put to death. Yes. And so the Egyptians, the way they looked at spirituality, everything, they didn't look at one God and all that stuff. They looked at everything in nature, certain things rather in nature. The powers of that thing were gods, and they held the cat up high. And you all, whether you study any of this stuff, I'm sure or not, you have heard of, the cats and how they were looked at back in Egypt. You see cats, people with cat heads on the hieroglyphics, in the tombs and everywhere, in the remnants of things back in Egypt. And so they recognize that how special these animals were, because they are very different. And you look back in Egypt, it's stuff in Egypt. I'm just gonna tell y'all, most of the stuff in America was copied from Egypt. So it's nothing new under the sun, right? These people had great minds. They understood a whole lot of stuff on a deeper level back then. And so just kind of connecting what I'm saying, they recognize how special and unique that the cat was. They recognize the healing powers, and I'm gonna talk about that in a few minutes. But these guys are special. We people kind of look at them as pets, but they're much, much more than that. Hey, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit subscribe and notification so you don't miss any future content. Let's talk about the cat's purr. You know how unique that is. The first time I not only heard a cat purr, but I was holding it and felt it. It scared me, right? Because it was so unique. But many studies have shown that cats a cat's purr, they purr at a frequency that has healing properties. This speeds up healing in the human body. I mean, it's been scientifically proven that the frequency that cats purr at heals, speeds up healing of bones, tendons. It helps, and not just the purring, but just a cat's presence. Um, it helps lower blood pressure, cholesterol. Uh, they help with mental health, anxiety, and even depression. Yes, these are magical creatures, guys. So having a cat is not only just a pet, but it's a magical being. It's a spiritual being that again, the Egyptians worship. But I'm just trying to bring a little bit of information to you guys if you didn't know. When you look at your cat, look at him in a different way. I know you love Fluffy, but Fluffy got magic. Now, here's one more scientific fact. If you sleep with a cat, it improves your quality of sleep. That's a scientific fact. You'll have a much deeper sleep and get more rest. So, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all, when I first got my cats, I struggled with this. I didn't know this, but I didn't want cats sleeping with me anyway. And so, you kind of building a relationship anyway, but I was determined that my cats weren't going to sleep in my bed. And so at night, I used to shut my bedroom door, which I never did that before. And it was a kind of uncomfortable thing for me because I want to be able to hear, just me being from a urban kid, and you want to be able to hear what's going on in your house. You feel me? So, but I got them beds, their own little beds. None of my cats ever took the cat beds. They wouldn't even sit in them. I don't know why, but they never took to the beds. And at first, they was, when I stopped closing my bedroom door, they would they would come and be in the bed sometime, but they would sleep at different parts of the house. They never really slept at the same place. But now the cats sleep in the bed, except for Brudman. So Batman and Robin, they sleep in the bed every night. Um, but Brudman, he's in the bed at night, but when I wake up in the morning, he's never there. I don't. He goes somewhere else. I don't know where he goes. But as soon as he hears me up and start moving around, he comes running in the room, and we all there. But it's a fact that uh, sleeping with cats give you a much richer, deeper, fuller sleep, and you'll be more rested. I don't know how y'all feel about your cat sleeping with you. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think. From a lot of cat lovers, I've heard mixed on both sides. Some people are, nah, I don't like that. Some people would have it no other way. But that's a scientific fact. I don't know if you knew that or not, but your cats help you sleep better. Yes, I do meditate. And what I started doing is I started meditating with my cats present or my cats in the room. And what I found is that by doing that, I was able to go into a deeper state of meditation. Um, and I was able to connect even better. And I'm telling y'all. So let me share something else with you guys. Um, the health scare that we had around the planet a few years back, and during that time, I already had Batman and Robin. I think I had got them a year or a little more before that time. Yeah, because I got Bruh during that time. Okay. But I had a couple of health scares during that time. And you remember, you know, everybody was on lockdown, so you couldn't, I wasn't having people over. And like at the beginning of it, you wasn't leaving the house either. It was during that time. And so I didn't know it at the time. Like I know a lot more about cats now than I was aware of then. But I found that time to be it was a scary time, of course, but it was a deep time of reflection, because I was busy, running, grinding, and everything stopped at that point, right? And so you had a chance to reflect on a lot of things, but I was ill, and not knowing what was going on and being locked down like that, it was me and the cats. And I'm telling you, that peace and them being there and them being around and being able to focus on all of these things, I'm telling you, they helped me heal. I look back at it now and I realize that it was a peaceful, reflective time, but also I bonded with them even more, and their healing powers did quite a bit to bring me out of some situations sooner than I would have on my own. So I personally can attest to what I'm sharing with you guys. When I think about it, and y'all tell me what you think, but it seems like the majority of people, and I say the majority, not all, but the majority of people who own cats are a little older. And I never thought about it that way until recently, that when for when people get a little older, we need peace. We need peace in our life. And it kind of happens naturally or subconsciously, I guess, that as you transition or evolve in life, and at times you need peace, a cat just kind of shows up in our life because that's what we need. I've recently started thinking about it. Like I kind of always realize that older people had cats. But now doing this and having this channel, of course, I can look at the viewership and it tells me, the age group of people who view my channel, and it's all ages. But and y'all probably know this, older people have cats. But I thought about that. I reflected on that, and I was, talking about this subject we talking about. Cats bring peace to your house. The majority of cat owners are older people. I wonder if that's just a natural process subconsciously without us realizing it. We draw things to us that we need. Tell me what y'all think. I mean, I may be off, but do y'all believe that's true? But I do believe that to really appreciate who and what cats are is something that you have to go in to realize. I mean, it's a spiritual kind of thing, and I don't want to get too preachy on y'all. Some of y'all say, well, it's too late for that. But anyway, I do believe you can have cats or like cats just as animals, but to truly appreciate who and what they actually are, you gotta kind of go in. And I'm attempting to take you guys in through this video so that you can better connect with that energy, because cats are magical beasts and they bring peace to your house, except for Batman. Now remember to treat your animals well. They didn't ask to be there with you, but now all they have is you. Treat them like family, fam.